What's up? I am glad you're here because today we're going to be talking about Reyes Coca-Cola Bottling Company and how they're investing $650 million into a brand new manufacturing and distribution facility right here in Rancho Cucamonga. I know some people hear the word warehouse and they immediately think, oh, just another big building. This is way bigger than that, right? The existing Coca-Cola facility on 6 was built back in 1984, and it's about 125,000 square feet, and it's been mainly used as just a distribution center. The new facility is going to be approximately 620,000 square feet, almost 5 times the size, and it's going to transform the basic distribution operation to a fully integrated manufacturing and production campus. So Coca-Cola products won't just be shipped from Rancho Cucamonga anymore. They are going to be manufactured and bottled here. The new campus is expected to include production lines, warehouse and distribution operations, customer service facilities, and a fleet shop, employee training spaces, parking garage, and an electric vehicle charging station, and even a recycling center right there on the campus. This is expected to be the first new Coca-Cola production facility built in California in the last 60 years. Think about that for a second. Out of all the places where a company like Reyes Coca-Cola could have built, they decided to put one of their flagship stores right here in Rancho Cucamonga. Construction officially broke ground February 2026. The foundation's already been completed. It's currently expected to open in 2027. Now let's talk about that part, the part that really affects us. Jobs. Local reporting connected to the project says approximately 110 additional jobs are expected to be created, bringing Reyes Coca-Cola's local workforce to more than 500 employees. And that doesn't include like the construction jobs that are going to be there to support the campus while it's being built. Final employment numbers are going to continue to change as the facility becomes operational. So this represents a major expansion for permanent manufacturing jobs in the area. And those jobs, they create a ripple effect. Employees need somewhere to eat, they need childcare, they need gas stations, mechanics, grocery stores, gyms, and other everyday services. The facility is going to work with a lot of suppliers, vendors, transportation companies, and contractors. So the economic impact doesn't necessarily stop at the property line, right? It begins to circulate through the other businesses here in Rancho Cucamonga throughout the Inland Empire. And when a major company makes a $650 million investment, that tells us something extremely important, right? They're not thinking about next year, they're thinking about the next several decades. Rancho Cucamonga makes sense for this facility like this because of its location. I've been saying this a long time. We sit next to the 10, the 15, the 210 freeway, Ontario International Airport, the major rail line stations, and the transportation routes leading to Los Angeles and to Long Beach. From a manufacturing and distribution standpoint, Rancho Cucamonga provides access to huge portions of Southern California's population and workforce. Now let's bring it back to real estate, right? I'm a real estate agent. Does this mean every homeowner rancho is suddenly going to gain $100,000 in equity? Absolutely not, right? That's not how property values work. Interest rates, housing inventory, affordability, and conditions are, and the overall state of the economy still matter, but long-time job creation is fundamental and for real estate investors to pay attention to. When the area adds stable employment, some workers may decide to move closer to the facility. They're going to get tired of commuting every day, every week. So that's going to create additional demand for property and then rentals as well. It can also support local businesses, strengthen the city's economics. Other companies are considering investing nearby. For investors, though, I wouldn't simply look for housing that's physically closest to the plant. Like being close to a major employment center can be an advantage, but being directly next to truck routes, industrial noise, heavy traffic may be a disadvantage. I think the better question is, which neighborhoods provide convenient access to jobs while still offering the residential lifestyle people want? There's plenty of them here at Rancho. I would be paying attention to those type of properties within like a reasonable commute of the facility, next to freeways, so you have easy, transportation access and flexibility. Maybe looking for properties that have like additional bedrooms, ADUs, like the next gen, and then too, like the goal isn't to like to chase these announcements. The goal is like to understand the long-term pattern. And this Coca-Cola project is not just happening in isolation. The city is continuing to plan employment, housing, transportation, and commercial growth through the surrounding Heart District, which is a completely different video that we can get into. But the Reyes Coca-Cola campus being positioned as one of the major private investments is going to, in my opinion, help anchor like the economic future of Rancho. So when you put everything together, the size of the investment, the new manufacturing operation, the additional jobs, and the other developments happening around Rancho Cucamonga, it sends a pretty strong message, right? Major companies still see long-term value being here. And although no single development guarantees higher property values, a company investing $650 million into permanent infrastructure is definitely a positive sign that the overall strength of the community is good, right? Coca-Cola isn't just building another warehouse, right? They're building one of their flagship production facilities, creating new employment opportunities, and making a major bet on Rancho Cucamonga. Now, I want to hear from you. This is a conversation, right? Do you think that this is a major win for the city, or are you concerned about like the additional traffic, the trucks, the industrial growth? Because it is a concern, right? Drop your thoughts and comments and follow me for more information about Rancho Cucamonga and real estate updates. All right, see you.